Now, the COVID-19 pandemic also affected the buffalo farmers in Australia. For months, they had to sustain themselves with very little profits from the milk and meat products. So how have the buffalo farmers of Australia managed to survive this downturn? By reducing their carbon footprint. Our next report gets you all the details.
Buffalo farms in Australia have had a hard time. Staying afloat during the pandemic especially, COVID-19 and the subsequent lockdowns paralysed transportation.
It's electric too.
And this meant that the buffalo farms did not have their traditional markets to sell their produce. So the way to mitigate their commercial losses was to diversify their products for the local markets. For the last 15 years, this buffalo farm in Queensland produced milk, cheese and steak. But COVID-19 has forced them to change their business model.
At one stage, Maloney Cheese had difficulties and couldn't take our milk, so we really had to diversify into what we were doing.
Now this buffalo farm tries to use each animal to the fullest, producing pet food, bells, processed meats, and ready-to-made meals, all derived from buffalo. Almost all of these products are sold locally. And the farmers feel this also has reduced the carbon footprint of their business, as transportation has been cut down to the minimum.
The rule of thumb that's used at the moment is that about 18 or 20% of the weight of the carcass generates about 80% of the value. Taking things like thyroids, for example, or livers, and turning them into organic thyroid tablets or into liver powders.
What beef producers once saw as a waste byproduct has now become a potentially lucrative source of revenue. The pandemic has changed some basic business practices, but the buffalo farmers feel that the lockdowns have taught them how to survive. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.